Hello everyone. So this video is the continuity of the last video. So if you are coming to this video, please make sure you have watched the last video and you are coming here as a continuity. So since we studied what we were talking in the last video is, let's say during the initial iterations, user is not pressing the button, so user is not pressing the button, so this value is evaluated to be 1 x value, so this while loop will not become true, so we don't do anything here, and we'll come to line number 16, we'll go to line number 17, and we will restart the we'll go to the next iteration of the void loop. Okay, then again we will wait, it's not pressed yet, so we will skip it. We'll come here and we will come to the void loop again and we will reread it. We will iterate the void loop. So let's say during one iteration of the void loop, the user pressed the button and x value becomes 0. Okay, so in the next line we do a check. So this check condition is now true. X is equal to 0 is true. User has pressed the button. User pressed the button. Sorry guys. So immediately we get into this while loop. Okay, and we will start doing the things. Okay, digital write 7 high, delay 200, digital write low, delay 200. So what is now going to happen is, here we read the x, now the x value became 0. Okay, let's say x value now became 0. Okay, it's a command, so don't worry. So now this is going to work. Okay, so once this first blink finished, what we should do, we should keep blinking, right? So we will come to this line, end of the while loop, and we will come and check the while loop again. Now what is the x value? It's still 0. Okay, and we will redo it again. We come here, we check the x value, still x is 0, so we will redo this thing in the while loop. So we will keep iterating in the while loop forever. Why forever? Okay, let's come to the point. We will keep iterating the while loop. So we never go to the line number 16 now. Okay, because we didn't break it, we didn't have a logic to break it, because we read the x, it's 0, so x is 0 is true now. Okay, we keep iterating the while loop from line number 10 to 15. We didn't go beyond that. We didn't go to line number 16 or 17 and again coming to the initial void loop and again reading the button. We didn't do. Why? We are inside the while loop. So let's say while we are iterating here, what is the user's next condition? So we did this. User pressed the button, we should blink. We have done the blink. Now the problem is, he has to stop the blink at some point when the hand is taken off. So in this code, let's say he pressed it one time and we came here with the 0 value and we iterate this, keep iterating the while loop. Let's say, okay, so while we are iterating in the while loop, let's say he has taken his hand off. He took his hand. He want to stop the iteration. He want to stop the blinking. Now what is the problem? We according to us x is 0 and we keep iterating it here. But user took his hand off. Will we ever know it that he has taken his hand off of the button? Okay, he has removed his hand, but is there a possibility to us to know it? We are going to run only between line number 10 to 15. Okay, so how can we know that user has taken his hand off? If you want to know the user has taken his hand out of the button or not, only choice is we should digital read the button. Okay, but the digital reading the particular button is in the line number 8, but we are iterating between line number 10 to 15 within the while loop, because one time it becomes 0, so we keep iterating it. We don't even digital read after this. Okay, so since we cannot go, we are iterating from line 10 to 15, we cannot go to the line number 8 and read and make sure whether the user didn't take his hand off, and see whether he has really taken his hand off the button. We don't know, because we cannot go and read. Okay, now we will blindly blink this, keep blinking this. You understand what I'm telling? Because we don't have any line that can read the button now here. That means in the yellow highlighted area, we don't have this button reading scenario. That is finished with the line number 8. Only if we go to the void loop again and come to the line number 7 and 8, then only we can again read the button. But we cannot go because we are stuck in the while loop now. We keep iterating it because x is 0. But now he has taken his hand off and x has even become 1, but we are not able to read the button. Only if we digital read the button only we know the x value. So what can we do? What we should do is, basically, while we are doing this blink, we should keep reading this also, this button. Both should happen simultaneously. then only we will come to know when he takes his hand off. When he takes his hand off, we can know, okay, he has taken his hand off. So to find this out, we should keep digital read the button to find whether he has taken his hand off or not. Okay, to find whether he removed his hand or not, we should keep reading this digital read. So since we are iterating inside here, what I feel is within this while loop, I should keep reading it. Okay, then only I can find out, okay, he has taken his hand off. So what I will do is I will come here and again reassign the X value. I will just simply reassign, again reread the value, again read the value of the digital pin number 2 and assign to X here. So that means what I am simply doing is maybe I can have it at the end of the line, so that will not be a problem. Okay, I will have it here. Okay, I will keep this reading thing here, right? So what I do is one time it is pressed, I log in here, I just blink it. Okay, and again I read it inside while loop. Why I again read? Because I should find out whether he has taken his hand off or not every moment. Okay, so that's why I'm writing it inside the while loop. Otherwise, if I don't write, I'm stuck with the while loop anyway, coming and checking, running. I don't have the logic to find out when to come out of the while loop, because the logic itself is out of the while loop already. So I have to keep the reading inside the while loop. You understand this, right? I should blink and I also should keep the check the button at every moment. Okay, so that whenever he takes his hand off, I should be able to break the while loop. If I have it here, I don't have the chance. I only read one time and I got into the while loop, and there is no possibility that X becomes 1. That means hands removing, I cannot find out. Okay, I read it here. Okay, and then what I should do is I don't have to do actually anything, because this while loop will break because X value is, if X value is 0. You get it? That what I mean is, let's say I'm doing, if X is 0, I'm blinking it, right? So first time I blink, still his hand is pressed. Okay, let's say, but after the blink I read. So since he is pressing the button, still X is 0. Okay, then again I come to this while loop line and find out, okay, X is still 0, and I will blink again. Likewise every moment, but I will read whether he is still pressing the button or he took his hand off. Every moment I will check. So every moment I'll keep checking. So let's say during a moment he has taken his hand off, then I will immediately find it out, because the reading is now inside the while loop itself. Okay, then I found out, okay, he has taken his hand off. So now the new X value become 1. X is 1. Okay, so yes, that makes sense. So now X is 1, X value is updated to 1. Okay, now what will happen? We will come to this line and we will again check the while loop. Now X value is not 0. So then what will happen? This full loop will stop, break, and the code will come to line number 7, because this is false. So we cannot come to the while loop again. Okay, so we will come out of the while loop, come here, and we will again read it here. No problem. That's not a problem, because here also we have to read, because if you don't get into the while loop, we should keep reading somewhere, right, at the initial point. You get that, right? So here we read it. So if it is becoming 0, we get into the while loop. Otherwise we don't care. We will again come here, come to line number 17, 18, and again we will start the while loop, and we will read it here. Okay, so now this should work. Wait, but we didn't study about the break keyword. Don't worry, we will study it in the upcoming videos. First we will check the functionality in a demo in the next video, and we will proceed further with the break keyword. Okay guys, so just stay tuned and catch me up in the next video, guys.